Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. It is I bring it every day. And my name is Kelly, and please enjoy the show and like, share, and subscribe. All right. This is amazing. And thank you so much for coming. Appreciate your time. Yes. Okay. So there we are. We made it. It's Food Fridays. And today I wanted to just take a couple of steps back and just sort of reevaluate our food choices and sort of go over the journey that we've been on. Yes. So let me say hello. I got a couple of people. Oh, there's Be Creative Crafts. Hey, Pam. Hello. Good to see you. Howdy do. And let's eat. And Moises is saying hello. All right now. Appreciate you all coming in. So I know this is a busy Friday afternoon, isn't it? Yeah, lots going on the YouTube streets. But thanks for coming in, Pam. How are you doing? You got to please let us know. Hopefully everything's going well for you. And this is great. Yes. Anyway, so today I'm going to talk just a little bit about some of the meal planning because I dug up some old. So there's a couple of things I want to do today. So I want to talk a little bit about food planning, a little bit of shopping, and then just some food for thought in terms of whenever you're out there trying to put these meals together. How should we all put this together? You know what I mean? Because it's cooking and shopping is very challenging, and especially if you work outside the home, it's definitely takes a lot of thought. And so, really, and we've talked about a little bit about this. Is just talking about planning. And so, I pulled out my favorite cookbook, and I'll show you what it is. And I'm going to just give attribution to this cookbook, but this is called the the Modern Family Cookbook by Given. And this edition is from like 1958, but I think the original published date on here was 1942. Now, this cookbook, my grandmother had a copy, and my mother, we all had copies of this. And the reason that we like this cookbook is if you have no clue what you're doing, this is the cookbook that can actually get you started in terms of everything. And I'm just going to go through a little bit of this, and then you let me know if you think this is helpful. And if I'm boring you to tears, let me know too. I appreciate it. All right. So hello. We got the raid. The squirrel raid. Yes. I like the emojis, Darcy. Good to see you. Welcome in. You'll be listening and cooking. And if you have time, let us know what you're having, because that's always the question. What's for dinner? We have Angela's Precious World. Good to see you. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming in. In Miss Bonnie's corner. Hello. Hiya. Hiya, Kelly. She's saying hiya, everybody. And then we have Zoila with the squirrel raid. Thank you. Yikes. I'm doing like Granny D today. I can't talk or read. All right. So what I want to do is just show you just a little bit about this cookbook. And I got this idea for like the holidays. I'm not trying to speed them, but they are sort of coming around the corner. And I don't know if anybody's interested, but I'm thinking about these holiday meals already. I know it's crazy, right? Most of us have sort of a menu that we're looking at, but I'm sort of thinking ahead towards that too. So basically what I say on the I Bring It Every Day channel in terms of cooking is buy as locally as you can. And not only do you get fresh food, but you also support, your local economy. And then we also say if you can grow your own, and that actually saves you money and things like that. And there's, you get to choose, organic versus not organic and things like that. If you grow it in your own space, and you know what happened to that plant, that tomato, that potato, whatever it is you're growing. And then we're just saying, eat as fresh as you can. Now, that's not always easy, but the idea of it is if you get that fresher food that's closer to home, then it hasn't been like, bombarded with pesticides and things like that, because it's pretty fresh. Usually when you get it, it's like they may have picked it that morning, like if you go to these local farmers markets. So, hey, thanks for coming in, Granny D. Hello. Hey. Hey, honey. Hey, Kelly, honey. I love it. I don't have an accent. And you'll be back and observing. Thank you so much for coming in and sending some people my way. Yeah, this is a crazy Friday night. Oh, I got somebody on Instagram. Let's say hi. We have Herbert TB Jr. Hello. Hope I'm reading that right. Yes, Herbert BJ Jr. Okay, I think that's right. Okay. Sorry if I got your name wrong, but welcome in. Yeah. So anyway, so I'm going to show you this book. That this is a newer edition of this cookbook that my mom and my grandmother had, and this cookbook is for they assume you know nothing in terms of cooking. And one of the things that they started out, and this is ironically, this is pretty close to what I've been talking about like over the years. And it's funny, I remember reading this, but I haven't read this book in quite some time. But here it is. So they have this thing in here called the Meal Planner's Creed. And I'll read it to you. Now, like I said, this is not my material, but this is very interesting how similar it is to what my husband and I have been kind of talking about. So this is the Meal Planner's Creed, and they say the health of my family is in my care. Therefore, I will spare no effort in planning the right kinds of food in the right amounts. And then, DIY Creations. Hello. Now, the second part of this is it says, spending the food dollar for maximum value is my job. Therefore, I will choose from the variously priced foods to save money without sacrificing health. Ooh, I like that one. And that one just blew my mind. Like I reread that today and I went, oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Because, just because it's cheap, and see, my husband said this to me yesterday. One of the stores had, not a good thing, but they had hot dogs on sale. And I was like, oh, wow. They had them. It was like 2 for 99 cents. It was crazy. And I was like, oh, Lord. I know hot dogs aren't the best for you, but I was like, wow, 2 for 99 cents is pretty good. Then I was thinking about it. Then my husband said, but really, is that little bit of money that you spent worth sacrificing your health? And I went, I hate when he's right. But yes, he was right. So I'm going to read that again. So spending the food dollar for maximum value is my job. Therefore, I will choose from variously priced foods to save money without sacrificing health. So my example were those hot dogs, which probably weren't good for me. But I just like the fact that it was, cheap, terrible. And I think a lot of us do that, and let me know in the chat if that's something that, you struggle with as well. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah. See. Okay. So Bonnie missed Granny D, but yeah, there's always replay. She said that before. I like it. And we got Chris Gilbert. Hello. Good to see you. Yes. Welcome in. I hope your day is doing good. Oh, it's not bad. Not bad. Thank you for asking. Yes. So I'm already sort of like, it's the end of the season, in terms of the garden and stuff. And so I've been pulling stuff out because we're getting the frost warnings. I think it's going to be any day now. So I have a few herbs and spices out there. We have like 3 tomatoes and they're very mutant. They're so small. But it just got me thinking about like it's the end of the season. We sort of have to think ahead to, what we're going to eat like the next 3 months and before we can start growing again. Right. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, wow. So let's see. Oh, so Bonnie said, only time I eat hot dogs is when I go to Costco's or Sam's Club. I understand. I know, because they're sitting right in the front of the building. Isn't that crazy? I don't care if they're good for you. They're good and cheap. I know. But my husband, he not yelled at me, but he said, girl, like, think about what you're doing. And he made a good point. He had a good point. Everybody's saying hi. Yes. Oh, and then Bonnie said, yeah, about hold on. Okay, everyone's saying hi. And then Bonnie said about the frost warnings. Yeah, for the last 2 days. Today, I think it was like 70. Like, it got pretty warm here. Although the previous day, I think it was like 53. So it was a little chilly. So I don't know. Like, this is a lot. This weather's been weird. Yes. Okay. And then I think about it and I eat it. It's good. They have the best. No, they are pretty good. I have to say, I've had Sam's Club. And what was the other one? Sam's Club, Costco's. I don't. Oh no, I have eaten Costco's. No, sorry, it was Costco's. I have eaten Costco's. So here we go. Oh, very good. Here we go. Yes, I need to hear this. Thank you, Jeanette. So she says, I've started eating more organically because now I feel I'm worth it. See, that's what I'm talking about. It might be on sale, but you might pay later. Right. And that's kind of where I'm trying to get us thinking about. You know what I mean? Because just as a, just as an aside for that, like I said, I guess it's been probably maybe 8 years now. But my husband and I decided to try to cut fast food out of our lives. And also we've been trying to buy more fresh food versus the canned and the frozen. Now, of course, like, in the wintertime, we live in the country, so getting to the supermarket, we have to drive pretty far to get to any market at all. And so I do get a few canned items and a few frozen items just in case we get stuck, because we have had some pretty crazy storms, along the way. So yeah, but that's my point, and I love it. I want to highlight this again. All right now. So DIY Creations is saying I've started eating more organically because I now feel like I'm worth it. And I want everybody to let that resonate. It might be on sale, but you might pay later. So bam, that is my point. That's the point of this whole, I bring it every day cooking show on Fridays, is that you're worth it. You are worth it. So just think about it. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So and like I said, you want to save money but not sacrifice health, which is what Meta Given back in whatever year this was, 1942, said. Right. Then the third tenet, she says, is my family's enjoyment of food is my responsibility. And now this is when women were at home. I will increase their pleasure by planning for variety, for flavorful dishes, for attractive color, for appetizing combinations. Now that's very interesting, right? So one more time, let me do that a little slowly, more slowly. Oh, hey, Suzanne, good to see you. Um, my family's enjoyment of food is my responsibility. Therefore, I will increase their pleasure by planning for variety, for flavorful dishes, for attractive color, for appetizing combinations. So yeah, so that's part of it too. And when you go to a restaurant, they try to make the food in terms of presentation. They try to make it pretty so that and I think it allegedly they say if you make it with love, it tastes better. I don't know. And let me know what you guys think in the chat. But that's one of the things that I think a lot of times when you're under a time crunch, you just slap it together. But part of the food, there's a visual, there's the tongue, the taste. So it really does help you in terms of like how if the food is presented somewhat well. I mean, you don't have to be a chef, but when you go to a restaurant, they make the food pretty on the plate, right? So that's another thing just to kind of think about. Yes. And then Bonnie's saying, if you're going to eat vegetables, don't eat the canned frozen vegetables are not bad for you. They're better than the canned. Well, so yeah, so the thing is, like I said, because because we live so far out, there have been times where we have missed days, getting to the market. And, like we've been snowed in 30 inches, 40 inches of snow, crazy stuff like that. And these ice storms and things. So I always have like a can of corn at least. That's the one thing that I do eat canned. The rest of it, I don't really mess with it. But I might, and I haven't done peas in a while, but I will get a frozen peas or frozen corn. But even then, I don't even have like a lot of canned goods in my pantry, believe it or not. Yeah, it's crazy. So, but I understand that. Yeah, and I think in that case, it's good to have as a backup. But as a rule, it's really not hard to get a bag of potatoes. You know what I mean? To get like they do sell like snap peas and things like that in the supermarket. And corn is pretty seasonal. So during the summer, you can get corn on the cob, and it's pretty easy to get, and it's fairly cheap, right? Yes. Oh, very good. There you go. She's got this. We eat with our eyes first. So if it looks good, your mind will tell you it will be good. That's right. Yes. Now let's see. Suzanne's saying When you make it with salt, sugar, and fat like restaurants do, people will come back because they deem it good. Yeah, now so that's the little caveat. They do. I don't know if they necessarily salt the food, but I know they use a lot of butter. I've had people tell me that there's butter on everything in restaurants. I don't know if that's true. I've never worked in one, but I'm imagining that's the case. But definitely that does make things taste better. And they are, and a lot of times they are using a fairly high quality of food. I'm not talking fast food, but I'm talking, maybe a 3-star restaurant, um, because they're buying from these distributors, and usually they get good deals on certain things, and then they sort of buy what looks good that day or that week or what have you, and they sort of make the menu based upon what they find in the store. So corn isn't good for you no matter what if it's frozen. Yeah, that's true. It's not the best, but it's just something to have in your pantry if you get stuck. Because we have gotten stuck. Now Chicagoans don't get stuck, you know. Well, butter is fat and salt. That is true. But but it doesn't have there's really no other ingredients. Like, it's amazing, right? Butter is basically milk, cream, and salt. So that's the thing that I do like about butter, is that it's a very low ingredient item, you know, versus like a margarine or something else like that. Yeah. Let's see. So that's why I always talk about the backup. Yeah. I just for a backup. Let's see. What is yep. Let's see what Moses said. Yeah, sometimes it's okay to have a backup in regards to frozen foods. Sometimes the fresh vegetables aren't as fresh as advertised. Yeah. Yeah, very, very true. And a while back, we were at a big box store, and they had corn on the cob, and it was, in the not unwrapped, it was still in the stock, and it looked like it was older than most of us in this room. I mean, it was so dried out. So they must have had this corn like forever. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, this corn looks terrible. It's probably dried out. I don't know. But I just remember kind of seeing that this old produce in this big box store, and it was kind of thinking to myself, I don't want to eat that. Even though, the price is right, but it just looked kind of Yes. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah, so the backup. So that's all I'm saying. Just as a backup, it's good to have. But, if you can get fresh, I think you're better off. Yeah. So anyway, Darcy is saying hey to everybody. Yes. And let's see. Let's go down. Everyone's saying hi. Yes. And then yes, here we go. Real butter is not bad for you. That's what Bonnie's saying. They used to say it was, but if you're going to eat butter, eat real, and it's not that bad. Right. And see, the thing is, we all got sold a bill of goods, I think, from the marketing people that said margarine's better. Well, I don't know if you guys, how old you guys are, but how throughout history they keep saying, on one hand, this is good this year. Nope, next year it's not good. Oh, this year it's not good. And I remember the whole thing with eggs. Like, they were saying you can't eat eggs. Eggs are bad for you for a period of time. And I just remember thinking, we have gone 360 degrees from that. Like, we're like, now they're saying you can't get enough eggs. It's like, it's crazy. So that's just like an example of something. And the other thing was butter and margarine. They were saying, oh, margarine's great. But they found that you do your own research, but they've found that, margarine can, thicken your arteries, or, harden your arteries. So things to think about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always take this stuff with a grain of salt, but I just say, do your own research and, think about this stuff, because food has gotten very, very complicated, and it shouldn't be. And so I think a way around this is to try to cook from fresh, because then what's in it. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Oh, we got somebody new. Let's see. Oh no. Oh, Samari joined. Hey, good to see you on Instagram. Okay. So now the last thing in the meal planner's creed that they say, my family's health, security, and pleasure depend on my skill in planning meals. Therefore, I will treat my job with the respect that is due it. So they're saying, hey, this is from a housewife point of view. They're saying, hey, there's nothing wrong with doing that. You know what I mean? And, be proud that you're taking care of your family. And so that's really the bottom line, also to this whole thing is don't be too proud to take care of your family, expect more for yourself. And that's why I'm saying, buy, buy as fresh as you can, cook as much as you can, and I think your body will thank you. Yeah. And let's see. And Moises, he's my test subject. When we started sort of cutting back on a lot of the junk in the food, he lost 15 pounds in I forget how long it was. And he's doing great, you know, and he's been maintaining that. Yeah. And we got, oh, Jonathan's here. Crossover Paranormal Society. Good to see you. And oh, okay. Now this is yes. Now here's an idea. Yes, for sure. Now this is good. Yes. So Suzanne says I keep canned protein in the pantry. That's another thing that you can do. So for me, I always have tuna, some kind of tuna in there. Um, they do have canned chicken. Now I'm not a fan, but it's actually not as bad. Like I tried it recently and it's not half bad. Yeah. So and it's chicken breast. So chicken breast is not it's not real exotic or anything like that. But a lot of people use that to make that buffalo chicken dip that was popular a couple of years ago. And that's the first time I actually ever saw the canned chicken because we never bought it. Yeah. So yeah, canned protein is great, Suzanne. That's a good one. Oh no, it's gross. Well, let me tell you, the chicken though, Brawny, I thought it was pretty good. I really did. I was surprised. And like I said, I was a skeptic until I actually had it. I went, okay. So just think about tuna. I don't know if you like tuna fish, but tuna fish is a good thing to have in your pantry and it's easy to put together. Oh, so here we go. Now, Suzanne says she keeps powdered and boxed milk in the pantry. That's good too. Because remember, if we lose power, and I keep thinking about those poor people in Florida and other places, they lose power for days and days and days. So if you have powdered milk, if you have this protein in the can, you can eat it. Yeah. So just something to think about. You know what I mean? And at least, and the thing about it is when they do can these, when they freeze the broccoli, the corn, things like that, it's pretty much frozen, you know, a day or so after they pick it. So it is fairly fresh, flash frozen fresh. So it's really not that bad. And they don't do a whole lot of processing to it. So that's a good suggestion. Oh, I need to write all these down. I think I will. I have to come back and do this. Yeah. And then yes, and then DOI Creations saying some of these backup. Well, have you backed up? LOL. Oh, okay. That's funny. I love it. So you got Bila's comment. Hello. And the wave. Good to see you. And Bonnie doesn't like tuna. I know, I remember. Yes, Bonnie doesn't like tuna. I don't think. Nope. And that's what Suzanne's asking. Let's see. I'm a little behind here. Let me check. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe it's the milk. So my mom had 3 babies in the 60s and she used to try to give us powdered milk and she said my brother and sister would drink it, but I would never drink it. She said I spat it out. Yeah, that one's a little yeah, I don't know. I think that's hard, especially if you like real milk. Like if you're a milk drinker, that's quite a step down, I think, the taste anyway. And let's see. Oh no, yeah, I'm gonna unfriend you, Jane. Lord, I think you would just unfriend me today. I'm eating ramen noodles. Yeah, well, yeah, it's weird. So I ate ramen noodles when I was in college, and I'll tell you the story. This is what happened. So the reason why I don't eat them is we had one of those where you share the bathroom. I know it was terrible. So in our room, we didn't have bathrooms in our room, right? So you had to go just a couple steps through a little corridor, and then you know, so the showers and the toilets were in there, and they had this big long sink, not sink, but the countertop in the bathroom was big, so you could put like all kinds of you could have your full makeup and all this crap and shampoo, all everything laying out. It was good. But the thing was, the girl who was next door to me used to cook ramen noodles. And she would just, and we had those hot pots. I don't know if you remember those hot pots, but they're just a pot that you plug in and and it super boils real fast, and it has a lid. And she would leave that in the bathroom all day. And I can't believe like nobody like made her unplug it or whatever. I don't know what were we thinking? Like half the time I wanted to unplug it, but I didn't want to get my butt kicked for messing with people's food because I was, well, anyway. So she would have these noodles cooking all day, and so they were mush. And she was just eating them, and she was so happy. And I was like, "Oh, we had a pretty decent cafeteria." But anyway, that's why I don't eat ramen noodles, because I have like flashbacks from this girl. But anyway, okay, so there's that. So that's why I don't eat them. But that's the only reason. So I just had to tell you. So sorry, Jane, but she would just keep them in there all day, and they would just be cooking and cooking and cooking. It was crazy. So there's that. Um, so yes, and then let's see. I would need to know what a 10-foot pole. Wait a minute, did I miss something? Oh, 10-foot pole in between. No way. Yes. And then Bonnie's saying no, Tina, yuck. And if power goes out, I'm set for a while. See, that's the point, Suzanne. That's my point. Yeah. So you really have to start thinking about these things. We're in the Northeast, so we do get interesting weather from time to time, and I just like to have just a couple of things in the freezer, and then a couple of things in the pantry, so that if things happen, you can fix it. Now, in addition to that, I always have flour, sugar. I try to keep eggs, and then some kind of like butter. Like I've been keeping butter. I don't have a lot of oils, but I've been using like the avocado oils, and you guys have seen me doing that on some of my live streams. And then a little bit of olive oil. And then other than that, that's really it. Like I don't have a whole lot going on, in terms of the pantry. And a lot of times people give us stuff, and I try not to take it, but they end up, dropping this stuff. It's crazy. But anyway, so Bonnie doesn't want to eat tuna, and you won't eat canned chicken, no canned meat, and no, you don't eat fish either. Yeah, and so there's also salmon. Salmon you can get in the can, which in a pinch, if the weather's bad, you can do it. I know Bonnie's not going to do it, but you can do it. There's that. And then I don't know what Siri wrote, but I wouldn't eat anything. No protein in the can. Okay. And then there's Suzanne saying, thanks for the reminder. I bought fresh spinach that I need to cook down. Yes. So right now the weather's still good. We're still sort of in the summerish situation. And yeah, so that's the uh-oh. This is an inside joke, Cal. Being naughty, but good to see you. Yeah. So so anyway, these are the things that I've been thinking about. Now, oh, are you a pack girl or a cup girl? Well, so so you didn't hear my story, but I stopped eating ramen noodles because this girl in college traumatized me from them. And because she used to eat them every day, and like now, like the smell of them, I just can't even do it. But my husband likes them, like, so I'll make him ramen noodles, once in a while. But you just have to watch because they're pretty salty, And then Bonnie says, I make ramen noodles, take them out of the water and put vegetables. You're right, and that makes them much better. Yeah, they're real good. I agree. And then Darcia, she's saying hi. She's back. And then Jane saying, in my defense, I add frozen stir-fried vegetables, canned chicken because I'm too sick and tired. No, I got you. And see, and that's a whole different thing. Like I said, it's, if you're able to do this, like I said, this cooking is a lot of work. You know what I mean? And Darcy is saying, hey to everybody. Cooking is a lot of work. And so you really have to, sometimes you can do cheats, and I always like to talk about cheats, like when I'm cooking. So let's see. Oh, cows on both sides. Okay. Thank you for popping in Instagram also. Yes. Yes. Oh, he's saying Darcia. Hi. I like that name. Okay. All right now. Did you just try and ruin noodles for us? Yes, I did. No, it was this stupid girl next door in my college dorm. She was killing me with this ramen noodles. And she just kept cooking them every day. And she would kind of leave them in the in the bathroom. As we had this big shelf, and she would just cook them all day. Yeah, so it was just one of those things. Yes. Oh, and by the way, if you want to drop your link, just type Kelly in the chat. Kelli. Yes. And speak of, yes, that's what you type in the chat. Hey, Scott. And happy Friday. Yes. Controversial cruising. Good to see you. Yes. So these are just some of the things that I'm thinking about. Like I said, never oh, see you and Nas. Hello. Good to see you. Let me say hi. And then Suzanne saying noodles in the cup have enough salt for a week. I know. See, all this, that's what they call this ultra processed food. They say ultra. I heard a woman from the FDA was on the radio the other day, and she was saying ultra processed foods are foods that you cannot find in your pantry, and it's usually some kind of chemical. And she was talking about xanthan gum. I forget what the heck that is, but you see that in some of these ultra processed foods. And then she named another one. There are a couple, but xanthan gum was one. Propylene glycol, like that's stuff that you just don't have in your house. You're never going to put that in your food, but yet it's in certain foods. You know what I mean? So that's what they're saying. That's the stuff that you want to avoid. So if you're cooking at home, you are not going to get xanthan gum. unless unless you know somebody in the food industry, yeah, or something like that can get that for you. But most people, you're not going to get that, right? So let's see. They're never as good as they look on the packet. That is correct, Cal. Yeah. So ramen noodles, like I said, now they do have these these restaurants. Now they've been popping up, these hot pot restaurants or faux restaurant. I don't know if they say faux or pho. I forget how you pronounce that, but a lot of those restaurants are coming up with noodles, and I think you're much better off, getting some of those. You know what I mean? And then the other thing is, if you go to an Asian supply store, a lot of times you can get like those rice noodles, and you can get some of the other ones that are more or less processed than per se those ramen noodles. Yeah. So it's crazy. But anywho, so there's some cheats that you can do to get around all of that, all that super processed stuff. Yes. And let's see. Oh, what's everyone crocheting? Oh yeah. Now we can talk. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. If you wanna put in the chat like what you're working on, that's cool. You can do that. But yeah. So today we're talking about food, and I'm really trying to get people thinking more about just better choices that you can do for your body. And boy, if I can find Jeanette's quote, that was awesome. Her quote really hit home, where she said, I'm worth it. Like that old commercial, I'm worth it. I'm going to pay a little bit more money to try to eat organically. I'm just going to paraphrase. And thank you so much, Jeanette, DOY Creations. I'm worth it. So I'm going to go out of my way to eat organically and find better ingredients for my body, for my health. And that is, the bottom line. And that's the evil plan of my channel on Fridays, is to get people thinking of better choices for their bodies. Yes. Okay, Cal saying hi. Yeah, and put Kelly with an I. Yep. And then I think Nightbot should get you. There you go. That's how you spell it. And then let's see. So there's Bonnie. Bonnie's Corner. Bam. Check her out. She does some paper crafting and crochet. Oh, yes. Okay. So yes, I can tell you what these are. So yes, Cal, they say wood chips are in some foods. Now shaking my head. So you'll see that. Be very careful. So the one that I am very aware about this, and Wellness with Frugal Mama clued me in on this one, because I'm not really a big cheese eater, but if you buy that cheese that's already shredded, some of the cheeses have they call it cellulose, and but that's actually wood chips. A fancy way of saying wood chips, and they put that in the food. And specifically, if you like that Parmesan cheese that used to be in a can, there's cellulose in there. But also I've noticed it in some of the shredded cheese bags, regardless of what kind of cheese it is. Yeah, so check it out. So here's Cal's link. All right now. Yes. So there it is. So just like I said, this is called food for thought. Yep, you got it. So there we go. So Cal's saying, I try not to buy fast food, that I can make it home better and cheaper. Places like Subway. Yes. So I think, unfortunately, my daughter used to love Subway, and I used to beg her not to eat in there because I don't know why. There was something about that meat sitting on the counter so long that made me uncomfortable. And I kind of told her, I was like, I just think that meat's out too long. I don't know. But I don't have proof of this, but this was just my gut, talking. But the idea of Subway was good, and they did actually bake their bread. I don't know how, if there's chemicals in there, but Subway is interesting. I mean, and the thing is, but now here's the other tragedy with this whole, lunch meat is I don't know if you heard, but there are actually right now there are two recalls going on lunch meat, and the first one was boar's head. And go online and Google, you'll see it's millions of pounds of meat that was recalled like from late July going forward from there. And now the second one is this BrucePac, which tragically sells to a lot of schools. And there's a whole list of schools that they know of so far that this food was recalled. I think it was due to listeria also. So Boar's Head was due to listeria. And then this BrucePac, it came out a couple of weeks ago, was recalled due to listeria. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with what listeria is, but I can talk a little bit about that later. I don't want to like gross people out, but I'll remind me to get to that in just a little bit. Yes, that would be cellulose. Yep. Ding 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 ding. Yeah. So that's the thing, see? So you really have to, like I said, this food is not. I just think you're better off get yourself some chicken breast, go get some carrots, get some potatoes, get some lettuce, make sure you wash it well, spinach, all these things, cook it and yourself, and then go from there, right? Because like in a few weeks ago, the Purdue chicken breasts were recalled. So there are a lot of recalls, and if you're not familiar, you can go to the USDA.gov, and there's recalls on food there. And then the other site is FDA, which is Federal Drug Administration.gov, and there's recalls there. And some of them crisscross, most of them should, but they give you a little more information, that the foods that they're recalling. So it's been lunch meat, cantaloupes, I think it's cucumbers. Don't quote me on the cucumbers. It's just going cinnamon. Right now there's cinnamon. There's some cinnamon that's being recalled. So really, keep an eye on this stuff. I would say and usually it's in the news. So you don't need me to tell you, but just keep your eye out on the news outlets. They're talking about this stuff right now. Let's see. Yes. Yes, Cal. Yep. Miss Donia's here. Yay. Good to see you. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Now let me see. I missed one. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's see. Let's go back. Oh yes. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I want to go back to this one. Yeah, they're basically poisoning us. It's sick. That's so normalized, right, Cal? Yep. Yeah, it's weird. And cellulose added to some food is at least natural, not lab created. Well, I guess. But when you think about wood chips, you kind of go, "Oh, I don't know." I mean, like my this is like the thing with Subway. Like I was kind of like my gut saying this can't be so good for you. Yep, great values recall. Yeah, there's a bunch, and I'm trying to think if that was part of there were some salads and protein. No, chicken salads and things like that that were recalled. And that's that BrucePac, I believe. And I'll show you some of the images on those. I can show you those in just a little bit. Yep. And the color that Subway, the color that Subway's setting has to be a certain temperature so the meat is cold. They have to check temperatures all the time. Right. They're supposed to, but my gut's saying I don't like the meat sitting out there. That just, I don't know, makes me uncomfortable. Just saying. Always did. Yeah. But I know what you said, cooler. And then, right, controversial cruising, Whole Foods. Yes. From as close to nature as possible. Right. And that's where we should all be sort of sending our brains, when we go in that supermarket to pick up those foods. Yeah. Yep. Whole Foods. That's correct. Yep. So anyway, so we said hi to Miss Donia. Good to see you. And let's see. Oh, Purdue, and then yeah, Cal saying Purdue has a recall every few years. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I guess they have. See, we're not big chicken nugget people, so we don't really buy those. Those pre-made chicken nuggets. So I don't really watch them, but yeah, those were recalled. I remember a while back. Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, but you're right about every few years they do. Yep. Let's see. Cal said, just imagine eating sawdust, shaking my head. I know. See, this is the thing, right? That doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense, as they say, right? And then Miss Donia's saying, I'm usually on, but I'm usually on, but on TV. I happen to be on my laptop and TV tonight. LOL. Okay. All right. I see you. Oh, does anyone grow their own? Good question. And while they're let's see, somebody else came in. Who else came in? We got Marlene Motivates. Good to see you. Hello. And let's see, Angela Real Young came in on Instagram. Thanks guys for coming in. All right. So I'll show you. So anyway, I remember I was telling you we ripped apart our garden. So I started pulling out some of these herbs. I started growing these. Now hopefully I saw like a bug and I went, ah. So my husband and I tried this year. We were successful growing some herbs. The tomatoes were sort of a bust. We grew some carrots, but they were mutant. They were very small, and the tomatoes were really small. And but we got 6 or 8 stalks of corn. 9, I don't know. My husband will tell me. But I think this one's mint. There's got a little bug on there. Look at that. See, I told you. I started pulling these out. Here's some sage I pulled out. Yeah, we didn't get as much. Right. That's right. We did not. But here's some sage. Yeah. So, smells good. So I got some sage. And then we got 2 or 3 kinds of basil. Let me see if I can identify what these are. Oh no. So here's some basil. This is just regular basil, and it's starting to dry out. This one is sweet basil. This one that's a little bit green there. See if I can get that in there. See if I can turn that around. That's a sweet basil. And then this one is Thai basil. And I made sure I marked these. Thai basil. So there it is. Yeah. So we did, yeah, we got some herbs. Now, did we want more of, obviously. And our corn was mutant. We didn't get real big, but we're gonna probably start like 2 weeks earlier. I forget when we started. Do you remember, Moses? I don't remember. It was May-ish. Yes. Looks like it is not reefer. Don't flash. I know it kind of does, and I have it in a bag. I know it just looks worse. Little bud. Wait a minute. Somebody said something funny here. Hold on. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So Moses said we didn't get as much as we wanted. Yeah, but it's okay. Cal said eating sawdust reminds me of something Al Bundy would do. LOL and put mustard. Yes, I love that show. That show was kind of funny in a sick way. And let's see what else. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Miss Donia. She's busy. I usually grow my own garden, but did not this past year. I am starting my winter garden. We'll be glad when I start canning again. Very nice. Yes. Oh, you think it was a little bit later than May? Yeah, like allegedly, according to the seed companies, they say that May, it was like May 20th or 15th was the last frost date where we live. So we were just like, yeah, I know. Like I have my little baggie. It's so funny. But anyway, no, I don't have that. But we're trying really hard to, and it's a shame I don't have smell-o-vision because it smells pretty good. All right. Okay, so we talked about the meal planning creed, and this book, like I said, this is not my information, but the meal planning creed is good. So this is just something to keep in mind. And like I said, I love this part. Spending the food dollar for maximum value is my job. Therefore, I will choose from variously priced foods let's see, to save money without sacrificing health. And that's kind of where I've been. Like we've got to take better care of our bodies. So that's what that's what we're thinking about. Yeah. So I'm just gonna repeat that one more time. Naughty, naughty. Everyone's being naughty. See, even Roberta's not here today to be naughty. And then Cal's saying, "Don't you? That sounds awesome. Sounds fun. There's so many deer nowadays. They won't let people grow anything." Well, yeah, I think a deer got a hold of our corn. Something took like one bite out of like most of the ears of the corn, and we were just like, "Come on!" Like at least if you're gonna eat it, just eat it, but don't. So it must have been good. Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, they ate pieces like bites. So it was crazy. Yes. Oh, winter garden. No, see, I'm not a expert. I just hear that people talk about. They said garlic is good, lettuce is good. I've heard garlic and lettuce. Anything else, Moses? So Moses got his master gardener situation, so he knows this stuff better. I can't remember what else. Like some of those people on YouTube, like we watch some of the garden people on YouTube, and they're all like in California, so it doesn't count because that's a whole different thing going on over there. Yes. Oh, dinner's ready. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for coming, Miss Darcia. Appreciate the support. Yes. Have a good night. Yes. Yeah. So anyway, so that's where we are. You know what I mean? Like we're just saying, hey, let's try new things. And next year we really want to get those tomatoes going. I'm really sad. See, the good news is well, the bad news is we only got a few tomatoes. The good news is I bought a bunch of tomatoes from a guy who had a bumper crop, and he was just basically giving them away. So for like $3, I got a box of tomatoes, and we were eating, a lot of tomatoes, and we have more to go. So I'm probably gonna make some sauce or something like that. Oh, okay. Moses is saying squash, I believe, is another one. So that's another winter. So I know what was that again? Garlic, lettuce, and squash. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, now she's in. Well, she can tell you where she is, but she's on the East Coast also. Yeah. Yeah. So you can let us know what your zone, Miss Donia. Oh, and then she said in the past she's only done garlic. Yeah. But I have heard that that's good. So, but like I said, I'm not an expert, but I'm learning. You know what I mean? I've learned some new things. Yes, she's in the Northeast. Yep. Yeah. So she's not too far from us, actually, Suzanne. So I think we're in the same zone, probably. Let's see. Husky Tune joined. Welcome in on Instagram. All right. So, yeah, in the Northeast. So we're hoping, and so I noticed they were talking about pumpkins. And the funny thing was, we were listening to some gardener on the radio or on TV or whatever, and he said, "Well, if you were going to grow pumpkins, you should have done that like 3 months ago." And we all kind of snickered because right now, like, there's like a bumper crop of pumpkins, at least in our area. A lot of the farmers are selling them, and they're selling them for like $3, which is crazy. And they're gorgeous. You know what I mean? Yeah, Delaware. Okay, good. See, I didn't want to spill the beans on your location, but that's where she is. Yeah, so Suzanne's in New Jersey and I'm in PA. So we're not far. Let's see. Yeah, and you can't grow much outside without covering for snow and frost. That's right. Yeah, so we're not really in a great, winter zone area. Like I wish we were not wish, but I wish we had that California weather sometimes. But let's see. Okay. Let's see. Here's the other thing. So like I said, this cookbook is a good way to sort of get started. If you don't know, check it out. And I'll leave it in the description, but it's the Modern Family Cookbook by Meta Given. I'll just show that to you. And this was done in 1942, the first edition. This one is 1958. And you see it, look at this. It's in perfect condition. They must not have used it. Yes. Oh, you're in PA as well. That's right. You did tell me. Ooh, okay. That's correct. Ah, okay. Very good. So anyway, in this cookbook, they have everything broken down. So they actually put menus in here. So you can literally cook for 365 days with the menu. So like, for example, so this is something So I'm sure other people have probably replicated this cookbook, but you see, this is January, and it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they break it down, and they give you each location of each recipe that you want to put together. So now, some of this food is old school food, obviously, because it's from the 40s. But like, I'll give you an example. So this is January, and they're saying for Monday, rolled oats, orange juice. Oh, it says rolled oats with thin cream. Put cream on your oatmeal. I've never heard that. Wow. Toast with butter, jelly, coffee for adults, milk for children. Lunch is cream of navy bean soup, hot cornbread with butter, raw apples, tea for the adults, milk for the children. And then dinner, they're saying poached eggs on beef hash. Wow. Baked acorn squash, head of lettuce with French dressing. Of course, it's French dressing. Bread and butter, whipped strawberry gelatin, which I will never touch. Vanilla crisps, coffee for the adults, and cocoa for the children. So that's just one example. That's 3 meals. So they have it broken down that way. Yeah, thin cream. I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah. Don't know, Suzanne. Yeah, they didn't say milk, though. They said thin cream. So I don't know. I never heard of anyone putting cream on oatmeal. So that's interesting. Oh, no. Oh, so cows. Oh, you got rain? Really? Rain, go away. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, that's what he said. There's rain. Oh, boy. And then no rain in Jersey. That's what Suzanne's saying for the next 10 days per Alexa. Oh, okay. And then Donia says, I have the Fanny Farmer's cookbook my mother gave to me. I use it a lot. That one I have not seen. I'm gonna have to. Oh no, I do have that one actually. I have to go look at that one. It's funny. I bought it and I have not used it, which is weird. Yeah. So thin cream. And then oh, we have Miss Ariel Williams. Hey, maybe light cream. Oh, that could be right. Yeah, because heavy cream is real thick. Yes. So it's probably like half and half. Yes. Or light cream. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, probably so. No jello. Right. That's what I'm saying. No jello. But you can actually do a jello thing if you have chia seeds. And if you soak the chia seeds, it kind of mimics jello. So it gives you that, you know, watch it wiggle, all that stuff. Yeah. But anyway, let's see. And then you said a New England thing, use cream on oats and cream of wheat. I've never heard that before. Interesting. Okay, see, we're learning things. And we have Samoan Watchman. Hello, you made it. Good to see you. Yes. Uh-oh, now what's on TV? See, look at Bonnie and her shows. you're like my grandfather. He would always say, I gotta watch my shows. TV back tonight, SWAT, Fire Country, and Blue Bloods. Yes, ma'am. I'm a happy camper. Wow. That's pretty cool. I am not hooked on a show right now. I can't believe it. Yeah, it's been a while. So anyway, so there's that. So they've got menus in here, and then they have it broken down into beverages, and they have apple cider. You can make cocoa, cocoa out of melting the chocolate or using the cocoa powder. You've got it in here. How to make chocolate syrup, hot chocolate, how to make coffee. They even talk about how to make coffee in here. Let's see. Then there's a whole bread section. So it shows you. So they have a basic bread. I forget what they call it, but it's they have an unsweetened like bread where it has yeast in it, and then they have a sweetened one. So you can make like cinnamon rolls and things like that with it. So they have this all broken down into different things. So this is what I would call like cooking for idiots, if that was a book. You know what I mean? You could just this is enough to kind of get you started. If you don't even know how to measure, they tell you how to measure things. Let's see. They have hominy cheese croquettes. Wow. In here. Interesting. With grits. Bread pudding is in here. I'm just jumping through pages. They even tell you how to fry. And let's see. And they even have the times of how long to cook. And so they really get into all the things about cooking. And so this is like the cooking temperatures. I'll just show you this. So this one here is beef, standing ribs, 6 to 8 pounds, 300 degrees. And you want the internal temperature of 140 to 170 and a minimum of, let's see, 18 to 20 minutes per pound on average. Yeah. So this is kind of, these are the things that these cookbooks can really help you with. And so this is kind of, like I said, they even show you there's a recipe in here for Frankfurter sandwiches. I wish there was a picture, because there's no pictures. Not a lot of pictures in here. But yeah, ham salad. They even talks about ham salad. So this really goes into everything. So it's sandwiches, vegetables, how to cook them. Let's see, wax beans, kidney beans. It just goes on and on. But this is a nice. Here's cream spinach deluxe. Wow. So anyway, yeah, this is pretty similar to Fanny Farmer. Okay, good. Yeah, but like I said, if you ever find yourself, like, some libraries used to carry this, or if you go into some of those old bookstores, you might find it. But this book was this is one of the cookbooks that's very, very popular. And for a while, I had to beat people up to get copies, because I killed my copies cooking with it. But there's a very good waffles recipe in here. The dinner rolls recipe is really good, and pancakes. And they have pancakes with or without cornmeal, if you like to have the cornmeal in there. Yeah. Oh, you're starving? Sorry, Samoan. And MOBS, good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. Hold on. Still here? Thank you for coming. Oh boy. Come on. There we go. And Samoan Watchman is starving. Sorry, this isn't helping. Now, what do you plan on eating, Samoan Watchman? And then and Suzanne saying, OMG, Donia, I use the Fanny Farmer Cookbook, paperback, 13th edition, when I'm stuck or need a good basic recipe. It has my favorite banana bread recipe. Yep, that's a good one. That's always in there. Yep. We got Breeze Omega. Hello. I bring it every day. Good to see you. Salute, chat, and mods. Thanks for coming in. And Maudie saying, hiya, Breeze. So this is sort of where we're starting. So like I said, this is just something to think about. But get yourself, even though people don't like to use cookbooks, if you don't know how to make something, it just gives you a little basis for what goes in. Yeah. So I like it. So things like that. And there's a good stuffing recipe in here. And they have oyster stuffing, they have regular stuffing, they have cornbread stuffing, all the good stuff. Because the holidays are coming, right? So yeah. So that's the main thing that I wanted to talk about today, is just to sort of, reiterate kind of the tenets of the I Bring It Everyday channel, and just to get everybody thinking, like, you really want to take care of yourself, because you don't know. Once again, I hate to be the buzzkill, but you don't know how long you have, and a lot of the problems that we have in this country are really because we all people over the years have had bad diets, and especially type 2 diabetes and things like that. So, you really have to sort of start thinking about, and like I said, my husband and I are thinking about growing. Like, what are we going to grow next year? Right. Oh, here we go. Yes, Breeze. There we go. Thank you for backing me up. So you started using a cookbook because most of the recipes come from my mom, and it's all muscle memory. Yeah. See, and that's the thing. See, I mean, I think it's great that these women can cook, but like, you have to write this stuff down, at least give people an idea of what's in there, because you need to know what's in there. And that's half of it. Right. And then you can always adjust, the recipe to your dietary situation if you have allergies or things like that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Oh, preach. Okay, Suzanne. Thanks for the backup. Woohoo. It's good. But that's the thing. You have to know what goes in things. So that's that's it. But the one thing I also wanted to say is, like I said, that's the meal planners. And then, the other thing that they talked about was the shopper's creed. And I'll just touch on that a little bit too. And I sort of, let's see, there's the cook's creed, the food shopper's creed. Okay. I'm going to read this one just a little bit here. Because we talked about, planning, you want to try to plan to have the healthiest, reasonably priced food for your family so that you take care of their health, but yet give them tasty things to eat, right? So the food shopper's creed says, um, I will base the health of my family is in my care. Therefore, I will base my market list on meals planned according to the diet pattern. And I will choose foods of quality and in quantities that will provide the nutritive elements planned for. So, like if you have any special needs, you want to make sure you get those foods that cover that. And stretching the food dollar is part of my responsibility. Therefore, I will take advantage of what seasonal markets offer in variety, quality, and price, to the end that I may exchange my dollar for maximum values. So they're saying, shop well. Try to do the best you can, get the most nutritious food that you can, and for your family. And then my family's enjoyment of food is my responsibility. These crack me up. Therefore, I will use the possibilities of the market to provide variety, excellent quality, and novelty within the limits of my food budget. So you see, they keep saying food budget, right? And then purchasing food is an important link in the business of feeding my family. Therefore, I will make every effort to weigh possibilities offered by various markets, by various foods, and the forms in which they are offered from season to season, to the end that I take pride in a job well done. All right, now. So that's the deal. So you want to, spread that budget as far as you can. And I don't know if I do it, the correct way, but I try to buy whatever's in season. So like I said, the summertime corn, that's the time to buy it. Otherwise, I don't think you can really buy good corn. It's usually, what is it, May to maybe September, and then it's over. And then now you can buy a lot of different pumpkins and gourds. And so and those are a good, you can use those, and apples are good this time of year too in the United States. You can use those as like fillers for like a lot of your breads. You can put pumpkin in a lot of different things, as you see in the market, although they get a little crazy with the pumpkin. But you can use that. It's a good filler, and it's also a good veggie that you can eat. Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow. And so Breeze is saying, let's see. Wow. I didn't ever think about a food budget until my wife passed. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's tough. But yeah, I mean, I guess she must have done all that before. But the thing is, like, you can really, well, right now the prices are so high in the market that you can really spend hundreds of dollars. In the old days, you used to be able to, get out of a store and maybe spend 100. Well, now I think that 100 is like 200, without really buying a lot of meat and things. Because I noticed that I went to one of I think it was Aldi or one of the other stores like that, and nobody was touching the beef. Like there was so much beef in there that I know they're going to have to put it on sale, because there were just walls of beef. And the chicken was high too. Like some of the chicken was $304.99 a pound. And I went, oh my gosh, no one's going to buy this. It's so high. Like you're just going to get a little tiny thing for like $8. I mean, it's crazy. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, she did all the shopping. That's what I figured. Yeah. And I just gave her the money. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then when you have to do this yourself, it's weird, right? And and all these things, you got to figure all this out, because shopping is not easy. Oh, wow. This is a big one. Hold on. I'm going to have to do this. Okay. So Miss Donia said, I had my mom's cookbooks, both my grandmother's and great grandmother's. Oh, wow. And when you moved from Massachusetts to Delaware, that's how it got lost. Oh, no. There were so many written recipes in them. Wow. Yes. Yeah, 10 items are easily $75 now. Well, sorry to hear that, Miss Donia. Now, you might be able to find, well, I know some of like I've noticed that cookbooks are sort of coming. I don't know if people are, passing away, or people just aren't cooking with cookbooks. But I notice I've been seeing a lot of older cookbooks lately, in the thrift store. So keep your eyes out. You might, but I know I feel bad for your handwritten ones. Those are tough. Yeah. Yeah. And Cal's right. I mean, Breeze is right. Yeah. 10 items is easily $75, which is crazy. And then, Oh, you want to see a pumpkin pie? Oh, we can try that. Now, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I have to get out. I have to get out there and get some. But I don't know if you've tried that. I forget what brand it is. It's like Libby's or something. But right now, like I noticed Walmart, they tend to have it like this time of year, and other stores too. The canned pumpkin. The canned pumpkin is actually pretty good. I was surprised that I would like it so much. But yeah, I'd have to try it from fresh. Like I've never done one from fresh before. All right, I'll put that on the menu. I'll write that down. Yeah, we'll do that. So that's the whole thing there that I wanted to, really talk about. Let's see. Oh, we got Bonnie's on Instagram too. All right, Bonnie, I see you. Okay. Thanks for coming over. So that's the one thing, but let me just show you. We were talking about this recall. There's only really one big recall this week. And yeah, so anyway, so before I talk about the recalls, I just wanted to say, yeah, pumpkins are really cheap. They are. There must be a bumper crop. I was thinking because the couple of farmers that are near us that have pumpkins, they've got tons of them. Yeah, they have a ton, and they're cheap. Yeah, I agree with that. And you have to go out and get back the ones that you have this. Oh, that you saved from the fire. Oh, good. Yes. Yeah. And maybe somebody will let you copy them. That would be great if you could just, yeah. But I don't know. They may not let you. Yeah. But as long as you can kind of get your hands on them, hopefully they're not moldy or anything like that. Yeah. So Miss Donia had a fire, and she just got back in her house. I don't forget how long it's been, but it's been a while. Yes, and I will definitely go to the farmers market and get some. Yep. Bake ahead of time and then assemble. Okay, I will do that. All right, Miss Suzanne, I see you. Let's see. Oh no, I can see you on Instagram. I do. Yeah, what's up with that? No, I see you. Let me see. Are you there today? No, you're not there today. But you were there before. Yeah, I know you were there before. I did see you. Yeah, that's cool though. Oh, let's see. Did I say Husky Tune? I think I said hi to Husky Tune. Hello. If I missed you. But that's what happens. You get senile and then you forget. That happens. Okay. So now let me show you just a little bit. So I started looking at these recalls because they were driving me crazy. And I was like, what the heck is happening? Well, anywho, I'm going to show you the latest recall. And this one is from the USDA. Are you there now? Okay, you must have jumped over because you weren't there before. Let me see. I can't. No, I can't see you. Did you block me? No. I'll have to make sure you're not blocked. We didn't block each other. Yeah, I don't see you. Okay, that's weird. But anyway, welcome. All right. Well, that's a bummer. Now I can't see you. See, that's weird. Breeze. Okay. I used to be able to see you. All right. So let me share my screen. I'll just show you this little bit that I saw this week, and then we will get out of here. All right, here we go. Yeah, I just cannot believe these recalls are like making me cuckoo. And I'll tell you why. Let's see. Yes, heavy recalls. And okay. And then Miss Donia said, I love my farmers markets. And Breeze is saying, yes, heavy recalls. And oh, there's Miss Tampa. Hey, girl. Hi, Kelly and Chet. Welcome in. All right, so let me make this. Let's see if this will let me make it any bigger. It will not. Okay, so this is the BrucePac recalls. It just came out October 17th. They had an update. Let me see if I can do this here. All right. So what happened was this came out October 9th. So yeah, not long ago. So this is a ready to eat meat poultry products due to possible listeria contamination. So I'm going to click on this. Hopefully you can see. Let me see here. Yep. All right, there it is. Hopefully it's loading. All right, so I'm going to just scroll down a little bit. And let's see here. Okay, here we go. So, this is the USDA, the United States Department of Agriculture. And they're saying that the FSIS, which is their, I got to remember what they call this. It's going to come to me in a second. This is the part of the agency where they look at these recalls. And they're saying they're working diligently to identify all recall products that were distributed to consumers. And those including those purchased by schools. And they have a list of schools that were getting this ready to eat food, meat and poultry from this company. And apparently they're part of the National School Lunch and Breakfast Program. Oh no. So here we go. Okay. So here it is. So BrucePac is a Durant, Oklahoma establishment is recalling 11,765,285 pounds of ready to eat meat and poultry products that may be adulterated with Listeria monocytogenes. The United States Department of Agriculture's Food and Safety and Inspection Service, that's what the FSIS is, announced today. This was October 9th. Ready to eat meat poultry items were produced from May 31st through October 28th, 2024. And they were shipped to other establishments and distributors nationwide and distributed to restaurants, schools, and institutions. And then they have these, it has this establishment number 51205 or P51205. Okay. Now let's see. They did a routine product testing and they found Listeria monocytogenes. And they said it was this BrucePac RTE chicken as the source of it. And they said there's no confirmed reports of adverse reactions due to consumption of these products. However, they say contact a healthcare provider should you think that you might be. So here's the deal with Listeria. It's called listeriosis. It's a serious infection that primarily affects older adults, persons with weakened immune systems, and pregnant women and their newborns. And then less commonly, persons outside of those groups. Listeriosis can cause fever, muscle aches, headache, stiff neck, confusion, loss of balance, and convulsions, sometimes preceded by diarrhea and other GI symptoms, gastrointestinal. Okay. And then it says the infection spreads beyond the GI tract in pregnant women. Infection can cause miscarriages, stillbirths, and premature delivery or life-threatening infection of the newborn. Okay. So that being said, and then there's a recall website. You can send an email to the recall coordinator at the company. And then there's a phone number also. And then so basically, if you have any of these products, you throw them away. That's basically what they say. So these are some of the product images, and this is what I want to try to put here. It's going to load. And there are a lot of stores that are associated with this, and this is the issue and the reason why I wanted to bring it up again. And let's see. Let me see how that looks. Yep, there we go. This is a little bit hard to read, but I'm just going to go down here. I'm going to click through some of these and then I'll read out some of the stores. So this one here is called Canteen Caesar Salad with Grilled White Chicken. And it's called Thoughtfully Made Just for You. And let's see. Yeah, chickens. There's another one. It's got the lot numbers on there. But anyway, you can go to this website and take a look. There's a Cobb salad. And they mentioned Kroger. Wasn't that? No, it was Giant Eagle, Trader Joe's. I want to say Aldi, and I'm trying to think of some of the other stores. But I looked at so many articles in here. They didn't mention these. Some of these have. Oh, here's Amazon. Yeah. So this one here is Amazon. Amazon Kitchen Caesar salad with grilled white chicken. See, some of them have the store things on there, so you can sort of see what they are. But some of these don't. But this is all Amazon chicken, the Cobb salad, Mediterranean style salad, Amazon Kitchen, sesame ginger salad. Let's see, taco salad, chicken and pepper jack wrap. This one here is Rana Mill Solutions LLC. It's tagliatelle, grilled white chicken, and portobello mushroom sauce. Yeah. And I just, let me see. Here's another one. Uh, Signature meal kit, grilled white chicken, fettuccine, and Alfredo sauce. And then this one here is chicken truffle carbonara. Ooh, that sounds good. But anyway, there's tons of these. There's like 300 pictures, 372 pictures. And I'm just gonna let me see if I can. I wish I could page down. I want to find the other store, but I know Aldi was another one. But if you take a look at the website, it'll tell you. But these are some of the images of the pictures. Yeah, here's a meal for one beefsteak burger. P. That's Publix, right? Yes, I believe that's Publix. Yep, Publix. Yep. So there's a lot of supermarkets that are in here. Yeah. Tampa Bay Fisheries, Publix, meal for one, beefsteak burger. Yeah, this goes on and on. So there's a lot. This one here is Bright People Foods Inc. Nutrisystem. So this is Nutrisystem, some of that diet food that has the possible listeria. So there's a bunch of that. Valley Food Storage. Yeah, this goes on and on. This one here is called, oh, this is weird. You see this Evol chicken? Evol instead of love, it's like love backwards. That's weird. Chicken and cheddar burrito. Yeah. Cilantro and lime chicken burrito. And I want to say 7-Eleven was in some of this too. I mean, like some of it, this really covered a lot of different areas. So it's very, very interesting how these companies, they get really hooked into a lot of these businesses. And boy, that, you see that, this was, butter chicken. I forget how many pesto chicken wrap. This is Trader Joe's. Here we go. Yeah, Trader Joe's. So this really does cover a lot of different supermarkets. But anyway, go to the website and take a look. And like I said, there's 372 photos of that recall. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about that just so that you're aware and that recall has gotten a little bit bigger from the time that we talked about originally back in October. Yes. Oh, okay. I like this. Okay. So yes, this is mostly processed food. Yes. And don't go cuckoo. Don't read the recalls if you buy unprocessed food. Right. I understand. Yeah. So there it is. And yes, and you've been watching that. Yeah. See, these recalls are crazy. So, just be aware. Like I said, you can get recalls off of, well, there's one website called recalls.gov. Yeah, so that's one. And that'll take you to the USDA and the FDA. But you can also get it from the USDA.gov or the FDA.gov. And there's some information on that. So yeah, so this is good. And I like this, Suzanne. This is very nice. Cooking food thoroughly will destroy listeria. So nuclear processed meats. Wow. There you go. Yep. And then no listeria in canned meat. Canning kills it. I love it. Yes. And we have Miss Nancy, our treasured home. Hello, everyone. So welcome in. So that is, I just wanted to give you a little update on that. And like I said, I want to make sure that yeah. Oh, there's Breeze Omega. You popped in. Yeah. Now I see you. Yeah, I guess there was a little bit of a lag. But it's interesting. But I got you on Instagram. Thanks for coming in both sides. So like I said, just in general, I want everybody to think about, like I said, continue cooking at home. Try to avoid that processed food, because that processed food, as you see, we just went through, quite a bit with the prepared chicken, Purdue. So this one was BrucePac, which was wasn't all chicken, but a lot of it was chicken and salads that were, prepared meals. So it's Trader Joe's, Aldi, Publix, and there's other stores, Giant Eagle, definitely in Pittsburgh, so just be aware that these pre-processed or pre-packaged foods, are not the best for you. And you can actually control a lot of the stuff that goes in your body if you do it yourself. And that's, and like Jeanette DOI Creation said, you're worth it. It may cost you just a little bit more money to get that organic food, but you're worth it. But if you don't want to buy organic, next year when the weather breaks, try to grow your own, and as much as you can. You know what I mean? It's not easy, and I know it's going to take us like a couple of, if we all work together, it's probably going to take us a couple of years to get it together where we really get some nice yields. But like we're trying. And so I definitely challenge you to, buy local, cook fresh, cook as much as you can at home, and try to avoid, any of this processed food. Because like I said, listeria, there were a lot of deaths with the boar's head. And I hate to use that word, but there were some deaths and hospitalizations, due to listeriosis. You know what I mean? So, you really, your way around that is, like Suzanne said, you can cook your lunch meat. I think that's probably not a bad idea. Um, when you live in a like we're landlocked where I live. I'm in Pennsylvania. We don't really have like an ocean. I mean, it's kind of far, so seafood isn't great for us. So we really have to, we have to buy frozen. Like we just have to. It just takes a minute, to get to us, right? Um, but but when you can get fresh, you get fresh. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Picky customers. Uh-oh. Yes, so Samoan's great. I appreciate you coming in. He's trying to work. I'm like, poor thing. And then he's listening to me ranting. But you're back. Yeah, picky customers. That's cool. I mean, that's not cool, but But anyway, so we got Miss Rosalie's Crafts and Moors here. Hello. Yes, good to see you. There we go. Oh, and let's see. Being me, Jane just joined on Instagram. Hello. So thank you all for coming over on Instagram. Giving me a little love on both platforms. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I appreciate it. So that's kind of what I have for you guys today. If you're interested, and this is what my husband suggested this, so Mr. I bring it somewhere out there in the universe. The holidays are coming. Not that I'm trying to speed them along, but if you guys are interested in any recipes, we were thinking about maybe doing a recipe exchange. And, if there's something that you're looking for, just let me know. You can reach out to me, at I brought it every day. I brought it at gmail.com. Or you can, I bring it every day on, Mr. I bring. You fell asleep. Oh boy. Okay. And you drove. Yeah. Poor Samoan Watchman. He's been working hard. Yeah. So anyway, you can email me at ibroughtit@gmail.com, or you can reach me at I bring it every day on Instagram or Facebook. And if you're interested in looking for any recipes, because I know I probably have some of them somewhere, and and like I said, I picked up some cookbooks, so I'll definitely be giving some of those away. If anybody's interested, let me know. I have a few cookbooks, and we're trying to get our life together. And Samoan, how much have you lost? He lost some weight too, because he's been eating slightly better. At least I can't remember where you were down to, how far down you went, but you were doing well. So turkey tail, Samoan barbecue. Oh man, that sounds good. Yes. And but you need to get your rest. And so that's the other thing. You got to rest, appropriately, Mr. Samoan Watchman. And you got to eat well. You want to take care of yourself. Keep that cardiovascular stuff going. Do a little exercise, a little walking and things like that. And so we're sort of, I never thought I would find myself kind of going down this road telling people, you got to eat well. You got to do it. Okay. Oh, okay. So let's see. Rosalie took a break. I understand. And it's hard to do that, to maintain. But the whole idea is if you start to eat slightly better, it becomes habits. Everything you do for a period of like 30 days, they say, becomes a habit. Well, that's right. So Samoan said he lost 60 something, then it stopped. Yeah, and you do hit plateaus. So, I mean, look at that, 60 pounds. That's good. Right? And then he's watching wrestling. The Undertaker talking about Yokozuna eating Samoan barbecue. It's hilarious. Okay. I'm sure my husband saw that, Dave. Let's see what else. Yeah. And let's see. Moses saying hi to Dave somewhere. If I can click on this. Here we go. He's saying hi. Yeah, a Samoan barbecue. I would love that. I do enjoy barbecue, but we don't do that much. Yes. And then Samoan Watchman saying, yes, walking. I paid my gym membership again. Okay. Yes. You see that? And then Moses is saying, wow, 60? That's impressive. Right. You see what I mean? So we can do this, you guys. It's and I'm talking to myself right now, like, come on, Kelly, you can do this. And so I have to really, so now I'm thinking about in terms of the holidays, like this baking. I did cut my baking way down, but it's hard. You know what I mean? Like I want to make something good. Like the pumpkin pie sounds good. Yes, you did it. It was pretty funny. Oh, watching the wrestlers. Yeah, you see that? Wow, 525. Now he's really tall. You gotta realize Samoa Watchman's a big guy. Yeah, that's amazing. But 60 pounds is amazing. So you got to do it. You got to do it. Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, awesome. Yes. And yeah, Rosalie loves the bake. Yeah, I do too. So if there's anything, that you want to, if you guys want to do like a little recipe exchange, I can type it up and maybe, make a little PDF or something. If you guys are if you're interested in anything, like that. Cuz time is coming and Thanksgiving will be here before you know it. So you got to get on those turkeys and stuff like that. And little sides, cuz the whole thing is like right now I'm always looking for new sides to, kind of mix up the situation cuz everybody always eats the same thing, right? Yes. Yes. So yep, thumbs up to the Samoan Watchman. He's doing great. Yeah. So as long as he stays away, he was telling me he was eating something, Oreos or something the other day. And I'm like, you got to leave those alone. And let's see. Oh, Cindy's here. Lulu Lawson, good to see you. Yes. Oh, fixing to go to YT. Thank you for coming. So that's the story. But so if you guys don't, if you don't have each other in your YouTube family, you could connect by typing Kelly in the chat. Yes. Oh, there we go. Oh, listen to Mr. I Bring It. Check him out. It's a start. You just have to keep pushing through even when you don't want to. Yeah. There you go. Oh no. There I knew he was there. There it is. So this is peanut butter Snickers are awesome. I have not had those. I do like peanut butter. Yeah, that's a problem. But maybe try the natural peanut butter. Well, actually, you can make your own. And it's real easy. You just need to put it in the blender. Peanuts in a blender. Maybe a salt, not much, and then you're good. Yes. Oh, it'll change your life. Yes. Yeah, because like I said, a lot of people are, sort of fighting like all the diet. Like the United States is so wealthy, or not, I won't say wealthy, but very few people used to be hungry. Nowadays, a lot of people are really struggling with food, but there are a lot of food pantries, where you can pick up food and things like that. There's definitely a lot more of that around. But in the old days, like people were just getting chubby, people are getting bigger and bigger. So it's kind of interesting. But yeah, oh no. Uh-oh, let's see. Oh no. Samoan Watchman's being naughty. I buy Crazy Richard's peanut butter. Now, is that natural? Is that the one without any sugar and salt in there? I've never heard of that brand. Let's see. And you put them on Samoan pancakes. Yeah, you told me about those. Yeah. See, same here. And Moses is saying, I try to cut back. Sweets are my kryptonite. Yeah. But they're good. And, and like I said, every now and again, you can do, yeah. You can have a little bite of something, but you just have to, everything in moderation, I think. But some people, it's hard for a lot of people. Yep. Suzanne's saying, yep, only peanuts. Throw it in the blender. You got peanut butter. Yep. And then get the peanuts at the farmer's market. That's what Miss Donia's saying. Awesome. Yes. Uh-oh. What? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that Templeton rat food makes me want to eat. That's a funny movie. I like that movie. He was like, it's this crunchy. Remember? Yes. Yes, there you go. Oh my gosh. Peanut butter adds protein to your ice cream. LOL. Yeah, ice cream is sort of my kryptonite. I could eat that every day. If you gave it to me, I would eat it, which is not good. But there it is, you guys. Is that what that movie is? Oh. I thought that was the other movie. I was thinking of the other movie. The one about the spider. I can't think of the name. No, so it's not that one. Okay, interesting. Oh, wait. Did Suzanne just see that? Oh, yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, peanut butter on the ice cream. I know it's not good. So, but there it is, you guys. So once again, I just want to say thank you guys. Oh, it is Charlotte's Web. Okay, I knew it. I thought that was Charlotte's Web. Yes, that was a great movie. Yes. Okay. See, I remember my animation. All right, now I'm getting there. Yes. Yeah, because the guy, it was Paul Lynde was the rat. Remember? He had kind of a funny, dry sense of humor. Yeah. Yes. 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 Charlotte's Web. Yes. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Protein added to sugar and fat. So does that balance out at all? No, it does not. Yeah, yeah, I know it's fine. It's fine. I just remember pieces of that movie. I haven't seen that in 100 years, you know. But so anyway, there it is. So you guys have a fun, safe, healthy weekend. And like I said, try to plan, plan your meals and go into, your old bookstores and try to find some of these old copies of these cookbooks because they're great. And, all the thrift stores have them. I noticed, we went to a fancy, not a fancy thrift store, but a big one. And they just had walls of cookbooks. Now they raised the price of the cookbooks. They're like $3 now. They used to be $1. I miss it. Yeah. But anyway, there's that. But thank you guys so much for participating. And like I said, let's think about that recipe, trade if you're interested. And I'll try to do this pumpkin from scratch. Yeah, I've never done that. So this will be like a first and it looks good. Yes. Yes. So there we go. So there is happy day night weekend. I like it. And the fall leaves. Very nice. And acorns. Okay, Suzanne, I see you. Uh-oh. And then Simone Watchman saying, choose healthy, make it a carrot cake. If you're going to eat cake, well, I don't know, Simone. There's a lot of sugar in that carrot cake. Have you ever seen those? I don't know. Yeah, cakes are tough. Yeah, that's a tough one. But, like I said, you could have a little bite. A little bite of one is probably okay. But, it's that's why I don't bake as much. I'm going to be honest. All right. But listen, thank you so much for humoring me. And we'll try to work this together because it's hard out here. You know what I mean? It's tough. It's really hard to eat healthy, and it takes a little work. And so I don't want to sugarcoat it. Oh boy, I like Suzanne. I love carrot cake with cream cheese ice cream. I'm gonna do the Homer. Mmm. Yes, that's it. Very good. It's good stuff. But yeah, any suggestions, just send me a little note. You can even comment on the comments when this is over and let me know. Can you tell I'm hungry? Yes. LOL. Good night. Yes. Please take care of yourself, David. You're doing well, so you got to keep it going, man. Got to keep it going. All right. So anyway, I'm going to split. I'm going to say peace and love to everybody in the oh no. Rose upon Rose. Hey girl, good to see you. Well, we're ending. But thank you so much for coming in. Oh, look. Cake. See, now she's getting this. Now we need sugar. But I'm actually good. I can't believe I don't want sugar right now. I'm like, whoa, this is good. Yes. Oh, cake or pie? Okay, good question. I don't know. I don't know. Well, maybe cake. Yeah, it might be cake. Yeah, I think that's it. Anybody else? Cake or pie? Dang it, stay. You need your song. Okay, I'll give you your song. You ready? Yeah, love to you. Okay, ready? So this is for Rose upon Rose. Our favorite show's The Flintstone. Okay, ready? All right, here we go. Keep your hubby happy. Keep your hubby happy. If he's a little chubby, he's the happy pappy with rock and spiel. I love that song. Yeah, pie all day. Wow. Okay, so we have a pie, 2 pies. Cake. Fruit pie is healthier, is it? Okay. Wow, you don't want the healthy. And love to you all, Miss Donia. I love it. All right, so I gave you your song. Good to see you. Yes. And see you, Miss Suzanne. Oh no. Pie all day. Oh, I go pie. I put ice cream on both. Nice. Pie. Yes. Pineapple. Half moon pie. I gotta see what that is. Okay, I want to write that one down because I don't know what that is. Pineapple half moon pie. You see me? I'm writing this down. Okay, we got it. Pineapple half moon pie. All right, that looks good. All right, we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what that is, and then the pumpkin pie. Okay, we got it. All right, so peace. So we did it. Oh, one more comment. Let's see what we got here. Ha ha ha. Oh, yes. Wilma, that is correct. I remember, like, she wouldn't cook his meal when he was home. When she said, they said go have a, they would say go have a frozen dinner, and then he would eat it frozen out of the freezer. That made me laugh. Oh my gosh, that was great. Yes, here we go. If he's a little chubby, then you're watching Kelly with Rock and Spiel. That show was crazy. But anyway, yes, you're welcome. That was the jam. Okay. And wow, yes, that pretty much sums that up right there. Yeah, we watched a lot of TV. Yes. All right, now. Well, thank you so much for coming. I'm gonna sign off and say peace and love and soul to all the people. But anyway, we'll see you soon. And let me see if I can do this. I got to do the thank you for watching because that's really important. Here we go. So thank you so much for watching. And please like, share, and subscribe. And send me some recipes if you want to do some exchange, which is awesome. All right, now. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.